What's up, everybody? What's going on, Bosquez FX family? I hope you guys are all doing good and welcome back to Bosquez FX YouTube channel. We do appreciate you guys to have you back once again here. As well, guys, we'd like to thank you all who just subscribed to our YouTube channel. If you have not yet done so, please kindly hit the subscribe bell and turn on the notification icon so that you will not miss out any new concept from this channel. So guys, in today's video I'm going to share with you a trade which we took on gold and made over like 600 pips. So I'm gonna show you how you can also do it on your own, and we are going to share with you step by step until to the end of this video. So what you have to do, you just have to stay tuned. And as well, if you are also new here, we also talk about smart money concept, ICT concept, and order block strategies. If you are looking forward to learn about those concepts, you are most welcome to join the family. So guys, the first thing which we're gonna do, we're gonna go on white chart and then we're gonna explain and then come back to a real chart, right? So guys, what you have to understand, right? Let's say the price is going to the downside, right? They will be creating lower lows and lower high. So this means that here we have what we call a demand zone area. So if this demand zone is being taken out, the price will come back and respect a zone which we call a breaker block, right? They will come and fill the orders which were not being filled with a demand zone area, and they will fill that zone with a supply level. So they will come to a breaker block and then they will start moving market to the downside. So that's the same thing. Let's say they will come back to this lower low and then they will take it out. This means that we also have a demand zone area which failed to fulfill the orders to push the market to go away to the upside. So the market will come back to a breaker block and then they'll respect that breaker block, and then they'll continue going to the downside. So now let's say the price will go up, right? And then they will take out the previous lower high. What you have to understand, these zones will be our supply zone area. That's where we can find as well a breaker block. So the price will just come and respect a breaker block right here, and then they'll shift the market going to the upside, meaning they can also come back to respect the same breaker block here, filling the orders right there, and shift the market going to the upside. Same thing right here, they'll come back, right? They'll come back giving you a pullback right after a break of structure, and then they'll continue going to the upside. So that's what you have to understand. Whenever price is taking out the previous lower low, you just have to understand they'll come back to a breaker block before they come back to the actual order block, right? So this depends that if the price will respect the order block or they can take it out, and then you continue looking for a breaker block in the market. So whatever you have to understand, right, or whatever you'll be looking for in the market, you have to understand that whenever price fell to give you a supply, right, that zone will be a flippy to be a demand. But I'm gonna show you the right way to use that flippy demand. Now let's go back to chart, right? So as you can see here, guys, we did have a breakout structure, right? As you can see, we did have a breakout structure, meaning here at this momentum we did have a push to the upside, and then the price came back to took out the last higher low. So this means that here we did have a breaker block. So that's why the price came back and rejected at this momentum, and then they continued going to the downside now. So now the price also give us a breakout structure, right? And then the price went up, meaning we did take out the last lower high. So this means that the price is now going to the upside. So you are going to be focusing on this zone right here, meaning this was our supply, and now it will be a flippy to be a demand zone area right here. As you can see, we did have a change of character now, and then the price continued going to the upside, meaning this was our supply level. So it will now be a flippy to be a demand. Either there is a imbalance or a fair value gap that will come and respect that zone flippy to be a demand, because the market failed to push the market to go to the downside, so the price have to come and feed the orders. So this will now become a nice break or structure. As you can see, we did have another break or structure. So whenever you now look for your trades, now you will be focusing on this zone, right? So sometimes they will not immediately come back to these levels. They can also respect a zone which we call a breaker block. As you can see, we did have a break of structure right here, guys, as you can see, and then this was our supply zone area, which also failed to give us a push to the downside, but it was being taken out. So this supply zone area will now be a flippy to be a demand. But we did have a opposite candlestick, whereby the price just came back to mitigate this level, and then they shifted the market going to the upside, meaning this was our demand level. Now we did have a new break or structure, and then the price went to the previous supply, which was never being mitigated right there, and then they give us a pullback, meaning right, whatever you'll be looking for, whenever price give you something like this, right, let's say they'll do something like this, right, sometimes they can respect this zone right here before coming back to this to this low. So this zone will now become a inducement whenever they come back, right? They can't respect a zone twice like this. So if this zone is being tested like this, let's say the price will come back, right, they'll come back and then mitigate this level, they'll go up, and once they come, this will now become an inducement, and then the price will start going to the upside. But whatever you would like to see on this zone, you just want to see a change of character. That's all. For you to confirm that the price is going to the upside, you just need a change of a change of character, and then the price will push to the upside. So as you can see, the price did something like a respect for this for this supply level right here, and then the price came back to mitigate this demand, and then shifted the market going to the upside. We did have a change of character, and this was the pullback right there, and then the price shifted going to the upside, and we did have a break of structure right here. So what you have to understand, you don't immediately take a zone saying it's a change of character in the market. You have to understand the market structure before you say this is my change of character. So as you can see, this was our demand level right there, and this demand was never being mitigated, meaning the price now respected this zone, and now this zone will now become a liquidity. So the price have to liquidate this zone area right here. So the price did come back and induce all of these zones. As you can see, this zone was an inducement right there. So meaning we did have our breakout structure at the top, knowing that the price is still going to the upside. So now we did have this swing high, we also have a swing low right here. But what you have to understand, we also have this substructure which was created at this momentum, meaning we did have the last lower high, and this was our breakout structure, price coming back to the to the demand level, and then the price give us a change of character, meaning now the price is going to the upside. So whatever you'll be looking for, you now start looking for your price to come back to your to your demand zone area, meaning your demand will be this one, right? So the next thing which you expect, you anticipate a reversal to this demand, and then the price will go to the upside. But as you can see, guys, the price didn't come back to this demand right there, but the price respected a level which we call a breaker block, meaning we did have a supply zone area, but here we did have this bullish engulfing candlestick, right? And the price fell to what, to continue going up, and then they come back to take out this zone. But you can still use this zone as your what, as your breaker block, because the price as well come back and took out this zone. So here there's orders, that's where you can put your what, your buy limits, and then your SL will be below this one right here, as you can see, something like this, and then you take your trade right there. So it will be just be a straight away trade whereby the price will just shoot going to the upside. Now it's you understanding now that you did have a supply level which was being a failed supply, right? Price failed to respect that zone. That's why the price continued going up. Now the price have reached the the external supply level, which is this one. Let me just show you quickly. As you can see, this is our our external supply level. So my first take profit was at this breaker block right here, as you can see, but the price did not respect this zone now. So this is my my supply level right here. All right, let me delete this. This is our supply level. Let me just highlight it until to this. So now in 15 minutes time frame, we have this supply zone area. As you can see, we have SMS right there. So this is something like a divergence right there. So we'll see if price will respect right there. But what I want you guys to understand, whenever you take trades, right, you have to make sure your trade is going according to what DXY is doing, right? So now let's go to DXY. So now this is my DXY, and I'm gonna show you why we're looking for a breaker block on gold, right? As you can see, this is our break of structure. As I said, whenever price give you a break of structure, right, this is a demand level. So this is a failed demand, so the price will come and fill the orders which were not being filled in a demand zone area, using it as a supply level, so that they will push the market to go to the downside. As you can see here, this was our demand level, and then the price failed to give us a push to the upside, and then this was our breaker blocker, and then the price just came back to mitigate the last opposite candlestick, and then shifted the market going to the downside, meaning we did have another previous lower low, and then the price give us another breakout structure, creating a new lower low, right? So this will now become our breaker blocker, meaning this is our supply level right here. As you can see, you can call this zone a supply level right there, and you can see the price just came back and mitigate that zone and shift the market going to the downside. So now this was the supply zone, the demand zone, which I was thinking that the price will come and respect, but it seems like the price didn't respect that zone area, meaning this demand is an invalid demand now. So we do have another break of break of structure. This is our another break of structure, something like this. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna go in H4 time frame. So in H4 time frame, you're going to make sure that whatever you'll be looking for is going according to whatever you'll be looking for on gold or in GBP USD. So as you can see, we did have a failed supply level right here, and we also have this last opposite candlestick which took out the structure. So this zone can be a liquidity zone area. So this is a failed a failed supply, and this is our our demand level. So this zone can be a inducement, whereby the price can also come and do something like this, and then start going to the upside, breaking the previous lower lows, the previous lower highs, creating new higher highs and new higher lows, right? So we'll see what the price will do, but that's how I managed to catch my trade, by just understanding that whenever price is going to the downside, right, they will be creating lower lows, but these lower lows will help you to understand you can find your breaker block at that momentum, meaning the price will be just creating a nice clean market structure. As you can see, new lower lows, new higher highs, right? Something like this. As you can see, guys, we now have another breakout structure. This means that the price came back to respect this zone, giving you a new breakout structure. So this will be just a clean market structure to follow whenever you are looking for a trade. I hope this video will help you, and I hope you understand what we have been talking about, and you have a blessed day, guys. Thank you.